tired most of the time.
Kesha, I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
These celebrity interview roasts will have you bursting with laughter. Today, we'll be looking at the funniest moments where A-listers clapped back at each other during press junkets. From Jimmy Fallon and Finn Wolfhard to Scarlett Johansson and Chris Hemsworth, Kevin Hart and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the best friend duo, and more. Let's watch when celebrities roasted each other in interviews. Did we miss any of your favorite roasts? Let us know in the comments.
You got gas. Do people know that?
What?
Huh? Do they know about Gassy Gary over here?
Don't say that.
Huh? The poop machine?
No, that's not true.
I haven't seen the Falcon. Oh no, there isn't one. Sorry.
Kevin Hart and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Nothing turns a rock into a pebble more than a few well-placed digs. Clearly, Hart had a lot of them to get off his chest before he got in front of the camera for this interview with his co-star. Fortunately, we got to witness this roast firsthand. While answering questions is great, sometimes a slew of teasing burns can be more enlightening than proper questions would ever be.
All right.
No, that's it.
Not the best smelling man I've been around.
You see?
You think we got air here because it's hot? Newsflash.
That's not shit. That's not shit.
Where else can you learn so many personal details about The Rock from one of his closest collaborators? Even as things go off the rails, their banter is all in good fun. Since both actors end the rant smiling and laughing, it's hard not to do the same.
You got gas. Do people know that?
What?
Huh? Do they know about Gassy Gary over here?
Don't say that.
Huh? The poop machine?
No, that's not true.
I make poo-poo! Stop that!
Jimmy Fallon and Finn Wolfhard, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, 2014. This late-night host learned the hard way why you never try to outsass a teenager. During a game involving silly string and probing questions, Fallon teasingly asked Wolfhard if he knows how to read. But despite being the guest at this show, the Stranger Things star doesn't hesitate to throw an insult right back at the host.
Story. All right, come on. Can you read?
Is this really cool? Can I read?
Yeah, can you?
Can you host?
Honestly, that quick wit deserves props. The funniest part comes when Wolfhard clearly questions his actions before Fallon laughs it off like a pro. Although they hug it out like best buds, Wolfhard still ends up with some silly string in his hair after that burn. Mark Ruffalo and Josh Widdicombe, The Graham Norton Show, 2007. Apparently, the only thing scarier than the Hulk is the guy who plays him. After Widdicombe leveled some playful jabs at the MCU, Ruffalo didn't have to go green to return the favor.
Well, I was gonna go with flying, but I think I'll go with,
Girls over 12?
He returns the heat when the guests talk about their fears. By playing into Widdicombe's time writing for the Dora the Explorer magazine, Ruffalo is able to come up with a surprising clapback. The gag practically has Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen falling over. It's only fitting that Ruffalo then excuses himself from the talk show altogether in shame. When he returns, it seems that he, Widdicombe, and the entire audience are all equally stunned. Guess they were impressed that Ruffalo could be more savage than the Hulk.
what was it, Mark Ruffalo? You're not gonna believe what he said to me.
Jimmy Carr and Amy Childs, 8 out of 10 Cats, 2005. If you're sitting across from comedian Jimmy Carr, there's a high chance that you could be roasted to a crisp at any moment. Reality star Amy Childs learned this the hard way when she was a celebrity guest on his show. Once Carr heard that she went to private school, he mocked the idea with a searing joke.
Well, I went to private school, so I never did go, like, my teacher never went on strike, so...
You went to private school?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a waste of money.
But the ridicule didn't stop there either. When Childs defended herself by saying she achieved the leadership position of head girl, Carr couldn't resist responding. After a roast like that, it's just amazing there wasn't a smoke alarm going off on stage. Kesha and Jerry Seinfeld. You'd think being a world-renowned pop sensation would earn you some serious street cred in Hollywood. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for Kesha to get a hug from her idol, Jerry Seinfeld. After she runs up to ask for an embrace, the comedian denies her.
We're tired most of the time.
Kesha, I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Seinfeld sends her off while she's visibly taken aback. The worst part? Immediately following, he claims to have no idea who Keha even is.
That was a nice moment. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, it was Kesha.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best.
Not even the iconic opening lyrics of TikTok seemed to jog his memory. The whole exchange felt like a scene from Seinfeld. Unfortunately for all parties involved, it was all too real. All in all, this awkward exchange is a worthy reminder that unintentional burns are by far the hottest.
Hey everybody. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you.
I'm a bitch and a boss, I'm a shine like glass, I'm a bitch, I'm a boss, I'm a bitch and a boss, I'm a...
Scarlett Johansson and Chris Hemsworth. Even Avengers have their squabbles, but instead of fighting for the fate of humanity this time around, the actors behind the heroes let off steam by playing a rousing game of playground insults. Things start off innocently with jabs about cardigans and immature comments about each other's inner and outer looks. However, things really heat up after Hemsworth takes a shot at Johansson's intelligence.
Because there's nothing up here.
What? That's mean. Did you just call me dumb?
Before long, they get personal, and they soon end up in a hilariously heated debate about how they are on set. Although it has a friendly tone, it still feels like there were some genuine clapbacks buried in those laughs.
Do you need a watch for Christmas or your birthday?
Well, whatever. Anyway, now we don't like each other, okay?
Jennifer Garner and Conan O'Brien, Late Night with Conan O'Brien. As a general rule of thumb, it's never a good idea to roast a king of roasts. During an interview between Garner and O'Brien, the actress throws some serious shade at the host's grammar.
Sneaked into the room. Snuck isn't a word, Conan, and you went to Harvard and you should know that. Why are you crying?
As the audience erupts in cheers, he puts on a face that tells you he's preparing something special. Conan eventually pays this off when he harnesses the power of a dictionary to turn the tables back on her. It's a delightful reversal of fate.
Oh, what the hell? Look right here. Snuck, past and past part of sneak.
Especially since both keep it professional enough to not feel mean-spirited. And, as they say themselves, Garner could still totally kick O'Brien's butt. Zach Galifianakis and Jennifer Lawrence. Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis, 2008. Admittedly, Zach Galifianakis doesn't have an Oscar like some of his guests, but if there was an Academy Award for comedy roasts, he would win it hands down. Galifianakis made a name for himself both dishing and taking some serious heat. Celebs like Hailee Steinfeld have learned exactly what he's capable of. However, she's far from the only young actress to get caught in Galifianakis' comedy crossfire. When he had Jennifer Lawrence on, she held her own with some sharp-tongued retorts of her own.
So you played in a movie called The Hunger Games.
Yeah, isn't that your life story?
Oh my God!
But in the end, Galifianakis has a button that plays her off like a real acceptance speech would.
I love that she taught me a lot about. Are you playing the office?
It's a method that's simple and a bit cheap, but it definitely works like a charm.
Are you seriously playing me? Oh my God. Oh my God.
In the Oscar tradition.
Seth MacFarlane and Charlize Theron, The Graham Norton Show. There's just something incredibly satisfying about an off-the-cuff quip, especially when it comes from the person you'd least expect. A perfect example of a quick-witted dig came when MacFarlane was sitting next to Theron. The funny man complimented the size and energy of the audience at this British talk show, while comparing it to the lackluster crowds at American equivalent.
It's a huge crowd, and you go to the Tonight Show in the States, and there's 5 people in the audience.
However, Theron quickly chimes in to completely destroy him with only a few words. When she casually reaches for a glass of water, it felt like she utterly dropped the mic on the whole thing.
That's only when you're there.
We're honestly not sure how anyone's supposed to come back from a burn like that. Tom Holland and Anthony Mackie. These two MCU actors have as much chemistry off-screen as they do on it, and, like the best of friends, they don't hold back on burns. One of their best exchanges comes when Holland learns that Mackie hasn't seen Spider-Man Homecoming.
You haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming?
The Spidey actor infamously says that he missed out on the Falcon movie for one glaring reason. Honestly, the audience's reaction pretty much speaks for itself.
I haven't seen the Falcon movie. Oh no, there isn't one, sorry.
Although Mackie will lead an MCU movie in Captain America: New World Order, that doesn't make this gut-busting comeback any less legendary. Even Mackie admits that it was well played. Did you enjoy this video? Tell us in the comments. And do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Watch hilarious celebrities photobombing on our channel. Make sure to hit that bell notifications for more interesting videos like this. See you in the next video.